All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Friday. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, well, I still pray everybody watching and listening is super blessed. Guys, man, this is crazy. Make sure to like the dang stream, because if we can get 1,200 likes, we'll be giving away $1,000. Guys, I'm short right now on the S&P 500. Gave the setup live, took the setup live during the VIP New York Open live stream today. Almost got stopped out of it, as you can see. But man, we are doing good. We are doing good. And my long got stopped out at the entry. But I made honestly, I made some pretty decent profits on the short already. I made about $1,000 on the short. Still got a portion open. Shout out to everybody who took the dang the short trade and the long trade. We took the long yesterday on the S&P. Took the short this morning. Man, talk about some juicy profits. And guys, let's take a look at our good friend Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is in the middle of a range right now. All right, we are in the ultimate schlong, baby. I mean, we are in the ultimate schlong. Let's just put it that way. You know? We are schlonging it up on the Bitcoin, baby. We've got about a $200,000 short position going on. We've got the S&P 500 short. We've got another short on Bitcoin over here on ZoomX as well. So guys, man, let's see what happens with all this juicy price action. Let's shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Crypto Pump It, Ding My Dong, Mr. Jason Casper. Shout out to Cool Mallard. He says, Schlong baby. What's my prediction, Real SK? My prediction, baby, is that I'm going to take a sip of this soda. Coca-Cola, full of some nice high fructose corn syrup. Shout out to Barry the Rave. He says, no more roids for me. You have a hernia. Ooh, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. Bro, stay away from those roids, man. You know? Alright, shout out to Trader Geo. 26.1 is strong. 26.1. Wow, that's a big dump, man. That's a pretty big dump. Let's see here. I'm just going to take some pee at the bottom of this local range here. Let's see if we can't take the lows, guys. Let's see if we can't take the lows today. All right. And the SPX is getting a little bit of a CDW right here, guys. We're going to be taking a look at all these charts. SPX actually, let's take a look at the 24-minute time frame here. This actually does not look bearish. This actually looks kind of bullish right now. I'll be honest with you. On the ES. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We've got Bear Market Millionaires. We've got Sack Harry. Could you check XRP? Yeah, we could get into XRP. Could you explain the entry? The entry on SPX? Yeah, so it was just the level that we were looking at this morning. That's all. That's all. We were looking at some areas of resistance to short. Are we bullish? I mean, so yeah, I'll be honest, guys. This chart right here, this is the ES mini futures we are taking the low with a bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame and down. So I'll be honest, this is not bearish. This is not bearish. This could give us a move to the upside here, which is why it's important, if you are in the short from this morning, to take some dang profits. I will take a little bit more profit out of this. I only have $600 on the trade, guys. I only have $600. Yeah, we could take a look at AVAX. We could take a lot of different stuff. All right, so Audi Trades is looking for a sweep of the lows and then a head down to 26,240. I also am looking for something quite similar. Guys, make sure to like the stream. We got about 500 people in here, about 100 likes. Again, we get 1,200 likes without a like bot, man. We're giving away 1,000 USDT. All right. Shout out to Summer R. He says, howdy. Yeah, let's get into Bitcoin, guys. So Bitcoin right now, trading the range. Just simply trading the range. So let's talk about what has happened here. We're going to go all the way back in time, build a little bit of context here, because I think it's important to understand where we have come from if we want to know where we're going. All right. Wow. Look at the 1 hour time frame on Market Cypher B, though. We got a bearish div, but money flow is getting higher. We are about to get a massive break. All right. We're about to see a massive move on Bitcoin, something like we have not seen since the last time we got a massive move on Bitcoin. All right, so we're going to start on the daily time frame, guys. The daily time frame for Bitcoin, as we know, we had a very, very important trend line going on here, going all the way back to April 2023. Right? This trend line right here, what happened? Well, it was resistance, it was support, it was resistance. Then we got the breakout and the retest, all right? The breakout and the retest. And if you guys remember, I was long here. I was hoping for a higher high. We didn't get it. Now what's happened? We broke down below the trend line. All right, not only that, but we also understand that this could have been our lower high. Why? Because we came up to none other than the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. All right, I'm going to pull it to around where the Coinbase low is. Now, as many of you people know, the golden pocket, the 618 Fibonacci. Wow, look at that rejection. It takes me back to high school when I had a crush on the 618 Fibonacci. Her name, of course, 6Juanita. 6Juanita, and 6Juanita was my high school crush. Tried to ask her on a date, didn't realize I've been friend zoned. You guys know what it's like to be friend zoned? You have a crush on a girl, you think she likes you back, you think she has the hots for you? No. She doesn't have the hots for you, okay? She's just using you so she can copy off your test scores to get good grades and pass high school, right? So when I asked her out, she rejected me. Boom! Now, turns out, as many of us know, the reason why she rejected us is because, well, she was into another man, right? She's not into nice guys, all right? When I found out, honestly, it scared the crap out of me when I found out. All right. The type of men she was into, right? As we came up to that golden pocket, Market Cypher B, money flow and momentum waves getting lower, all right? Strangely resembling Sam Bankman-Fried hanging upside down with his man breasts getting lower and the money flow getting lower as the price is getting higher. She was into Sam Bankman-Fried and not your boy. And if we just hyperimpose, okay, SBF's boobs on the chart here, would you look at the similarities? It's perfect. Wow. Okay? And from that point on, she dumped me for good old SBF. And it's been nothing but heartache since that time, okay? Now, ever since my high school crush dumped me for Sam, we've been in this very ugly downtrend, all right? This very ugly kind of price action on the 4 hour, okay? What does this mean? Well, when you have something like this, right? It means we could very, very, very easily get a short squeeze up here, right? We could very, very easily get a short squeeze up here. Now, we have come down right now in the past few days to a very important zone of support, which has been holding now for the past few days. I'm talking about none other than $26,600. All right, this is a key level. How do we know it's a key level? Because it says so right here on the chart. Let me move my, see that? It says key, but more than that, why is this a key level? This is a key level because, well, if we take a look at all the volume that's traded from the low to our present day, it's the high volume node of this range. All right, meaning this is a very important area of support. And from this time, we have been forming somewhat of a range here with a clearly defined high right here around this area and a clearly defined low down here around 26,500. All right. So that brings us to our range that we're in right now. And we're asking ourselves, are we going to see another leg down? Or are we actually going to start to get a short squeeze? Because here's the thing. There's a lot of liquidity above us right now. Like a lot, right? All this here, man, just begging to get taken out, honestly. And so the fact that we came down to the low of the range, right? Getting a bounce from that level. In fact, do we have, that's Bill Gates and the President of the United States and probably one of the best climate scientists in the world. But do we have the picture that I'm really looking for? Hang on, man. What I'm looking for, guys, what I'm looking for is the long setup we gave in the Casper crew right from this low, right? That's how I got into the long from down here, okay? Bam. Or I'm actually in a few longs from that area as well. I'm actually in a few longs. Okay, from that zone. Right? Shout out to the Casper crew, by the way. Man, we are crushing the charts this week, man. We got the fire under our booty patootie as if we need to make back 700K as fast as possible. I love me that soda. Whew. The high fructose corn syrup really gets me all jittery. All right, so we came down to the low. And then here's what's very interesting about this range, all right? Here's what's so interesting about the range. We put in a double top right here. And then we took that high, and now we're coming back down. We have put in a double bottom here. Are we going to come and take the bottom for a bounce? Now, when I look at Market Cipher B, it makes me giddy. It makes me happy and joyous, jubilant, because look at this, all right? As we are watching the price action consolidate in this range, there's a very real potential here that we could form this pattern, all right? Where as the price comes down lower to take those lows, the momentum waves are getting higher over time, all right? The uneven butt cheek pattern. Now, the medical term for this condition is actually called a bullish divergence. Whereas the price is getting lower, the momentum waves are getting higher. And look at the 1 hour time frame right now. Would you look at the money flow? When we came down to hit that first low, we were seeing bullish divergences. If we come down to make another low, we are going to be seeing the momentum waves and the money flow getting higher over time, giving us the coveted Sam Bankman-Fried bullish man breast pattern. All right. So, man, that's that could be a very nice potential. Now, below us, we do have some interesting areas of support. We actually have some really interesting areas of support just below us. Right? If we take a look at the weekly volume profile chart, for example, just below us, we have this nice level, the weekly high volume node going back to the week of September 24th, 2023. Right around this area here, a very nice zone of support. All right, if we go to the daily volume profile chart, also just below us, right at the same price. We have the high volume node going back to September 26th, 2023. All right. Also, if we go to the weekly time frame right now, what do we see on the weekly time frame? Just below us, right? We have this weekly order block, which we're bouncing from the top of, but the bottom of it would also act as a very nice area of support, right? Right around the same price of all those other levels. So right now, what could happen, what could be nice, the reason why I'm so excited and giddy is because we know that there's a nice level down here, and we know that another breakdown could give us that nice bullish pattern on market cipher B. And that could be for a really nice long trade. But here's a word of caution, all right? Here's a word of caution. Let's once again pull the volume profile. Bam, right? Once again, pull that volume profile. The word of caution is this. Yes, we have support down in this area, lots of it. But if we take a look at the volume profile that goes back to the entirety of this little sideways chunk of price action here, now we can see something a little bit more, should I say, scary. All right. We are back inside a massive value area. All right. We have seen an attempted breakout, right? We smack dab right into our high school crush, the 618 Fibonacci level. She rejected us because of Sam Bankman-Fried, upside down, bearish man boob divergence pattern. And now we're back down below value area high, which means it becomes actually more probable than not that eventually we do make our way back down to the value area low of the range, around $25,600, which, if we go ahead and pull the fib from the low to the high, we go ahead and we put on our 786 fib, then we can see, wow, beautiful confluence there, all right? So this is still kind of my bearish target, right? This is the trading plan we've been trading all month so far in October in the Casper crew. Basically, we longed, we shorted, and now we're looking for that lower dip around that, some of these lower areas, right? Around some of these lower areas. So let's see if we don't get that, all right? Let's see if we don't get that. All right, guys. We're checking in on the trades right now. Guys, I almost got stopped out of this trade. I took a loss on a Bitcoin short this morning, and I thought I was going to take a loss on this SPX trade as well, because basically what happened was I had my invalidation, which was this little, basically it was this high volume node right here. All right, my invalidation for the short trade was this high volume node right here. Bam. All right, as you can see, I entered the short trade a little bit early, right? Because we were actually at like a 786 fib. So I entered the short trade around here. I almost got stopped out, man, but I didn't, thankfully. And now that this trade is in the juiciest profits. So let's, well, first of all, before we get into SPX, I do want to say one more thing about Bitcoin, all right? I do want to say one more thing about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is still following the Granddaddy Master Plan. All right, the Granddaddy Master Plan, which is the following. All right, Granddaddy Master Plan is this. Short from the exact top, right, which is basically just a liquidity grab of these highs. Man, that's the thing, guys. I get into these massive swing trades, but in hindsight, I wasn't looking at this to be a massive trade. I literally just took the liquidity grab of the highs, just like what I did today locally, right? Just a liquidity grab of the highs. Sometimes those liquidity grabs of the highs end up being juicy, right? We don't know. So look, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying, man? All right, now I'm looking for basically a head and shoulders to form here. I am still expecting and hoping for a move up to this box here. So this entire time, I have been bullish on YouTube saying, I'm still looking for 30K, still looking for 30K. Even if we get a move down to the area of support, right around that 25.6 area, I would look for a move up to 30K and then short because of the head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. This, in my opinion, could make for a juicy potential swing short, which could take us down to an earth-shatteringly low price for Bitcoin, where everybody will get out of crypto. The world's going to be crazy. World War III is going to be blazing. People are going to say, oh man, Bitcoin's going to zero, and we're going to get close. You know, I'm looking down around 16,500. This is an amazing opportunity, in my opinion. And this is probably right around the time where the halving will happen. The Federal Reserve is going to start printing that money, because war is one of the things that you have to do when you have fiat currency that's worthless. How is the Fed now going to prop up the system? They're going to print. What a great excuse to start printing. War. All wars, both sides are always funded by the same people, guys. Because they're playing their game, making their fake money. But we can play along, right? When everybody's scared, this is where we look for the longs. Or if we get a crazy black swan event, I mean, then we can look down toward those targets that we were looking at back in November 2022. Because I'll be honest, although I did buy Bitcoin on spot from this exact level, and although I did take a long literally from the bottom, I'll show you. Oh, I can't show you. I can't show you because I'm live right now. But usually if I'm not live, this video right here shows the video I made when I took that long from 15.5K. But anyway, if we get a real black swan event, we could see that the next major zone of support for Bitcoin is going to be that $9,000 to $11,000 zone, which very, very well could happen. All right. Now, look, I do not like war. I hate war. I don't support any wars. I don't take sides in wars because I believe all governments are evil. And I think there's no good guy versus the bad guy. I think there's bad guys on all sides. All governments are corrupt. They lie, they steal, they cheat. They do bad things to their own people for greed and power. All right? I hate war. I'm talking like this because if things are going to happen, they're going to happen, right? What are we going to do about it? The only thing we can do about it is do the best we can in the situation we're in, right? So look, the next major zone of support for the Bitcoin price is going to be this right here. If we get some kind of black swan, all right, this zone right here. It's a pretty big zone, but it's a very clear support resistance flip around that 9K to 11K area. I mean, a beautiful support resistance flip, right? That's black swan. No black swan, I think we come back to test the yearly open around 16.5-ish, right? That's kind of what I'm looking at here. And this is like a little bit bigger scope, right? A bigger scope of things happening. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Man, I shouldn't talk too much about wars and politics. If I don't want to get shadow banned. All right, let's go ahead and pull our fib here. We got to be watching. We got to be watching this. All right. LA Ray thought I was bullish. Man, LA Ray, bro. Look, man. Am I bullish? I'm bullish in the sense I just gave you my granddaddy master plan. All right, I'm still looking for a move up to 30K before we dump like crazy. And after we dump like crazy, yes, I'm bullish, right? We have to be able to look at the charts through multiple lenses, right? We also have to look at everything in life through multiple lenses, right? Through different perspectives, right? And so, yeah, I'm bullish long term on Bitcoin. In the more medium, in the next 2 years, I'm very bullish. In the next, let's say like 4 or 5 months, I'm bearish, right? In the next few weeks, I'm actually bullish. In the next few days, I'm a little bit more bearish. Guys, the market doesn't go straight up and straight down, right? It doesn't go straight up and straight down. It zigs and it zags, all right? It zigs and it zags, as CryptoFace says. Look at, I mean, look at this, right? I've been short from 31,750. I'm holding that short, even though we've gotten a big move to the upside, because I'm still looking for a little higher and then compound the short higher to then take it down lower. I've been holding this long from down here, even though we're getting a move to the downside, because I'm still looking for higher to take profits on the long and add to the short, right? But there's lots of opportunities in every little time frame. That's what's so great, honestly, about trading, is there's opportunity every single day, right? No matter what happens, there's opportunity every day. All right, so Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a retracement here. We've taken out these lows, all right? We've gotten a chicken's drink water of these lows right here. We've actually also gotten a bounce from the 786 Fibonacci. I'm sorry, from the golden pocket Fibonacci. All right, so this could be support. We might not come back down lower to the range. So this is a very important area that we're at right now, guys. This area right here, this could actually be the bottom. Who knows? I don't care. Let's pull this. All right, yeah, so it's interesting. We are coming down to a zone of support. No surprise that we're getting a little bounce at this zone of support. All right, now let's talk about the S&P 500. All right, the S&P 500, guys, we are getting a little bit of a move to the upside. We're actually changing market structure now. So, man, shout out to everybody who made the juicy gains on this. All right. I was long from down here, stopped out at the entry for a $24 loss plus the fee, so like a $40 loss. That's okay, because we already made some really juicy profits along the way, guys. And then this morning, we gave this short setup in the Casper Crew VIP Discord New York Open. Almost got stopped out. All right. Ended up making a pretty nice profit on this. So here's my overall outlook, guys, on the S&P 500, right? Let's take a look at the ES chart here. All right, we're going to go to a higher time frame. We're going to turn off some of these indicators here. All right. By the way, guys, if you want to trade the S&P 500 using your Tether as margin, BingX is the way to go. Also, MEXC, if you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins with literally like almost no fees, even with market orders. These are basically my two exchanges. I use ZoomX also as an alternate exchange. All right, let's see what happens here, guys. All right, are we gonna pump? Like, we might. We came down to support. So look, this golden pocket is going to be our area. I'm going to set an alert on Bitcoin because I am actively trading this, guys, while I'm streaming, so I get distracted easy, but I'm managing open trades here. So it's not like I'm just talking about the charts. You know, I've got money, I've got skin in the game, y'all. All right? All right, so we want an alert here. Now, also a sad story, trying to set a dang take profit limit order on my short. I ended up taking profits on my long, which sucks. I had 7 Bitcoin on the long, and I accidentally took 1 point something out of profit. Whatever. All right, we gonna pump. So we go to the ES chart. All right. We have been looking at the S&P 500 literally now going back weeks, talking about the potential of a giant head and shoulders forming here. If you guys remember, we gave the short setup in the Casper crew from this high right here because we were looking at a potential head and shoulders pattern forming like this, and basically we were looking to get a fake out to the downside, trap a whole bunch of people short. Okay, we're looking to trap a whole bunch of people short because if we take a look at the fib levels, right, we had a Fibonacci golden pocket right here, we had a gap fill right here, and it's just a beautiful thing when you see a pattern that you know lots of people are looking at the head and shoulders, looking to short when we break that neckline. Look, not only did we break the neckline, but we broke the neckline, back test the neckline, boom, right into support, bam. That's where we get long. That's how I'm actually long right now on S&P 500 from 40 to 23, all right? The setup we gave in the Casper crew, because we were looking for that to happen. It did, in fact, happen, all right? And so now we're coming back into a very important area, support resistance flip, right? Look at this, right? This is the volume profile. So our first major sign of strength right now is the fact that we have changed market structure on the daily time frame, right? What do I mean by changed market structure? We have a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low. Now for the first time here, we are making a higher high, coming above these last lower highs in the downtrend, okay? This is the potential now for a reversal, okay? And what we were looking for in the setup, I don't even know, do I even have the, do I have the setup? I do, I have the setup here. All right, we were looking for something very Pacific. All right, we're looking for something very Pacific in the setup. All right, we were looking for daily divergences, 4-hour and 1-hour divergences. All right, so as we came down to that area, that's exactly what we saw. We take a look at the daily market cipher B, and what do we see? We see momentum waves getting higher over time, right? The coveted uneven butt cheek pattern, juicy left, skinny on the right. We go down to the 4-hour. What do we see on the 4-hour? We see the Sam Bankman-Fried bullish man boob pattern, right? As the price is getting lower, money flow is getting higher, breasts are getting higher. All right. Sorry, it always scares me when I see that. So now we're back inside the range, and we're actually back testing what used to be resistance now as support again, right around the 43.60 level. This is very, very important. In fact, just today, like literally just now, we have come down to this support resistance flip. Remember, 43.60, very, very key. 43.60, right? We look at the daily. We can see very clearly this is the neckline of the head and shoulders, the support resistance flip. We come down to the 1-hour time frame and the 24-minute, and as we are coming down once again to this massive support resistance flip, we are seeing bullish divergences here. This to me is actually a bullish sign, all right? Because we're holding support, right? We're holding support, which is why I'm still long on this S&P 500 trade that I took literally from the bottom, from 42, 23, 42.23 from right here. All right, so I'm long from here. Ain't no way I'm closing that long, baby. Right, because we are bouncing from a key support resistance flip. Now this morning in the Casper crew, we took a short from this area because after the rejection, we're simply just trading a sideways range. All right, we take our fib from the high to the low, and we came right up into Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. All right, we had some also the high volume node of this area right here. That's why we took the short. In my opinion, I like what I see right now. Actually like what I see right now. In fact, let's see. We're going to pull a local fib because if we come above the local 7-8, the local... Yeah, if we come above a certain area, I'm going to just close out the trade here. It's a Friday. I don't think I want to let this thing hold over the weekend. This is just a day trade short here. All right. But here's what I'm looking for on the ES, y'all. I am looking for, if we can hold 43.60, then we can expect another, basically, move to the top of the local sideways range, right? Move to the top of the sideways range, around 45, 49 on the ES mini futures chart. This is where I will have my next take profit on the long that I'm in from down here. And there's a very good chance we could actually put in a double top, maybe even taking out the high at 46.33 on the ES chart. Here's why. Here's why I would be looking at that as a massive opportunity to get into a short trade, because if we go to the weekly, all right, the weekly time frame very seldom prints this signal, all right? We printed it here. We printed it here. The signal I'm talking about is momentum and money flow getting lower on the weekly time frame market cipher B. It's a very rare signal. We printed this, right, at Bitcoin's all-time high, 69K. We printed it at the SPX all-time high. And when we get a double drive of this, right, we could get a double drive of divergence, right? Kind of thing here, right? Where we come up for either another high. We might even take out the high that we from 2022. Come up, take out the high from 2022, and over this entire time, we're seeing the money flow get lower. Man, that could be a juicy swing short. And locally, we're seeing the momentum waves get lower, the money flow get lower. That could honestly be, like, in my opinion, a massive opportunity. A massive opportunity. Who knows? I mean, wow, that could be amazing, right? Just based on the technicals. Just based on the technicals. And then we come down, take out this low right down here. Like this. And that could be a massive opportunity for a long. All right. Now, man, would you look at that, guys? All right. Would you just, now I know I'm just drawing pictures here, but if we just kind of take a look at how long it took us to come up, about a year. Let's kind of extrapolate something here. Let's just extrapolate something here. All right, so in the same amount of time, that puts us in about December of 2024. Never mind. I was going to make some kind of correlation for the Bitcoin halving, but it doesn't really work out. All right, it doesn't really work out. So scratch that. It's a good thing I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on a treadmill on YouTube. All right, just talking about the charts. Don't know anything. Paper trading only, by the way, guys. I would never recommend trading real money. Again, the purpose of life is to avoid all risks at all costs. So, like, for example, if there's a chance you might get sick, definitely don't leave your house. Don't see your family. Don't hang out with your friends. Don't go to work. Right? It's much better that you just don't take any risks. And in fact, that's the purpose of life, right? So I would never recommend using real money, unless you're someone who's real smart, like a medical doctor, or even like the president of the United States. Then maybe you could use real money. But for us normal people, I don't recommend it. All right, make sure you consult the experts first before you do anything in life, in general, you know? In fact, don't even exercise until you ask your doctor, you know? You don't want to do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Andy from Bitcoin Census. Wow, we are literally like just a few likes away from a $1,000 giveaway during the stream. All right. All right. Shout out to Nikhil Patil. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He says, smash the like button. What is the exchange where I trade on the S&P? Guys, BingX. BingX is the exchange that I trade the S&P 500 using Tether as margin. All right. Using Tether as margin. Let's take a quick look at the dollar. This is important. Wow. All right, let's go to the daily. The dollar on the daily. All right, so guys, the dollar. Let's do a little fresh analysis here because the dollar is inversely correlated to risk assets, to stocks, and to crypto. And although the correlation isn't 100%, typically on days that the dollar's dumping, we expect crypto and stocks to pump and vice versa. So the dollar has broken this trend line here. And one thing I really just want to point out is the fact that I'll remove these vertical lines. These are the Bitcoin halvings. But one thing I really do want to point out is this level of 101. All right, this is such an important level. I mean, it goes all the way back to 1973. But really, this level has been respected since around the early 90s. Only around the early 2000s did we come above it. Other than that, it's been resistance literally since 1987. Okay, 101.570 has been resistance since 1987. So what does that mean? That means if the dollar is above this level, we can be looking for a move down kind of soon, right? Historically speaking, obviously anything can happen, all right? Anything can happen, but here's one thing we know for certain. If there is a need for the printing press to be turned on again officially, we can expect the dollar to get a move to the downside, right? Now, the dollar is coming up to an area of resistance, right? The macro Fibonacci golden pocket is coming in a little bit higher than where we're at right now. All right, a little bit higher than where we're at right now, but we can look at the chart just with our eyes and see that clearly we've got this weekly order block right here, right? This is obviously an area of resistance that we are coming into right now. All right, so I do think we're going to see the dollar continue higher leading up into the early years of 2024. But when we look at market cipher B, we can see that it's gearing up for a very bearish looking divergence, right? Something like this, right? Even if we see the dollar put in a double top, which it pretty much always does before it starts to dump, man, look at that bearish divergence we would have right here, okay? Extremely bearish. So because the dollar's coming up to a local area of resistance where we could expect a local pullback, this actually lends a little bit more credence to my granddaddy master plan for Bitcoin and for the stock market of getting another surprise move up as the dollar gets a retracement. And then we could watch Bitcoin and the S&P 500 put in a nice, beautiful top as the dollar puts in a nice bottom right around the golden pocket. Would you look at that? Wow. You know, so this is kind of what I'm looking at on the dollar here as one of my ideas. Idea number 2 for the dollar is that we don't actually make a higher high. We make a lower high and continue downward, because we did see a bearish div on the weekly up here, but we didn't see the money flow diverging. And for me, money flow is king. Momentum waves are queen. I'm sorry that I guess I made the male above the female, which is extremely misogynistic of me. I'm actually one of the most misogynistic guys I know. In fact, I force my wife to stay home with the kids while I support her and them financially by working hard all day. She's in so much bondage having to stay home. The poor woman can't go to work and have a boss that she hates and be stressed out and work hard hours all day. You know? But anyway, enough about my personal life. Money flow is king. Momentum waves are queen. And yeah, if we put in another high in the dollar, we could see a big move down. And I'm basically expecting something like this, all right? I'm basically expecting something like this around the beginning of 2024, maybe some kind of crazy black swan event happening that the Fed has to print. It would line up nicely with everything we've been talking about, like on these higher term time frames, right? And yeah, some of this is speculative, guys. But look, we have to be speculative, right? Making predictions, it never really works out, right? We have to be prepared for multiple scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Multiple scenarios. That's how we get into the juicy trades on Bitcoin because we're prepared for the scenarios. Like, for example, if price comes to 24,925 and market cipher B looks like this, then we take a trade, right? Can you imagine if you were prepared for any scenario? You said, if price pumps and I see X, Y, and Z, then I go in here. If price dumps and I see X, Y, and Z, boom, I go in here. Takes all the pressure off. Takes all the dang pressure off. You know what I'm saying? All right, so SPX is pumping. We are changing market structure right now. So, I'm gonna close this short. I'm gonna close it. I'm just gonna close it, guys. It's a Friday. Let me take my dang profits. All right. That's not bad. That's not bad. So we still got the long open. If we you know, I could get into a short any other day of the week here. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in chat. You guys are absolutely amazing. Love you. God bless you all. God bless you all. 2 more likes, guys, and we can get 2 more likes, and we can get a we can do a $1,000 giveaway. All right, there we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. What the heck? Are there really 4,000 people in the stream? That can't be true. Is that true? That can't be true. That can't be true. But all right, we'll do the giveaway. That can't be true. I never had 4,000 people in my life, and this is just a boring old day. Man, YouTube's playing some weird games, man. YouTube's playing some weird games. All right, well, this is the Bitcoin, the local chart. Let's take a look at what we can expect locally here. If we see another move up, a major sign of strength, in my opinion, is going to be to come above $27,300. Right? If we come above $27,300, then that's a sign of strength, because we are now changing market structure, and we could look at this entire thing as just a fake out to the downside. All right, and if we get that, great. You know, I would prefer lower. I'll be honest with you. I would prefer lower here. But here's the thing, right? We have to basically take it as it comes. Take the setups as they come. Like, that's the way people think I'm weird holding longs and shorts at the same time like this. But guys, we have to understand that we just need to take the trades as they come, lock in a profit, and then who cares what happens, right? Then you can come to the charts objectively, right? If you're long from here, which I am, and I'm long from here as well, right? Then I can look at the charts objectively and say, look, I'm long already. I've already locked in a profit. I'm looking for short trades, right? This was an obvious short trade to me, so I took it. This morning, obvious short trade, so I took it. I've locked in profits on the trades, right? I don't know how far this thing is going to pump or dump. I'm not here to make predictions. I'm here to take a setup when it presents itself, secure a profit, then move on to the next trade. Keep a portion of that first trade open so that not only have I guaranteed a profit, but it's a win-win situation. Either I make a profit or I make more profit. Then we look for the next entry. So for me, if we're going to change market structure here, if we're going to come above 27,300, then my next target is going to be $30,000. That's going to be my next target. Boom. All right. So look, if we start to come above 27,300, I will then look once again to long it up to here. I will look for long entries with a bias of $30,000. If we don't reclaim this, or if we reject again, I'm going to maintain my short bias. You know, I'm going to maintain the short bias. Because this is going to be our make it or break it zone. Why is 27,300 the make it or break it zone? Because this is the area where literally since August 16th, the market has considered Bitcoin to be fair value, right? Whenever we come above the fair value zone, we can look for a move down. Whenever we come below the fair value zone, we can look for a move up. If the market is saying, look, we want to trade Bitcoin at higher prices, yeah, we got a really bearish rejection here. We're back in the value zone, but the market says, no, we want Bitcoin at higher prices. That's a sign of strength, right? That is a sign of strength. And then we look for that next push up, where we would have a very, very, very smooth move, right? All right, so there's obviously something wrong with the number of views here. This is impossible to have 7,000 people here. All right, shout out to the super chat. All right, we got yellow X's on the 30-minute. Guys, I didn't know there were bots to get people into a stream. That's insane. Look at this graph here. We got our normal amount of viewers. Then all of a sudden, bam! Thousands of people just flooding in the stream. That's crazy. That is weird. All right, shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to Life with Joey and Victoria. Yeah, I agree. Likes are wrong, but I do think I think views are wrong, but I do think likes are on point. We're gonna do a $1,000 giveaway today, guys. We are. All right, we are. We are. I'll do it because I love you guys. Because I love you guys. I really do. I love each and every one of you. God bless you. Even the bots. That's crazy manipulative, though. See, look at this. The video only has 3,000 views, but it has 7,000 viewers. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Wow. All right. That is insane. Didn't know that was possible, guys. But, weird, man. That is weird. All right, let's see. It is so crazy. All right, shout out to Polox35, Blood Diamond in the 4-hour. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Sue Deep holding it down with the wrench. Who knows? Who knows? I'll still do a giveaway, guys. Shout out to B Team Crypto. Thank you so much for the super chat. B Team Crypto. Did I miss any other super chats? Let me see if I missed any other super chats here, guys. All right, B Team Crypto. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Crypto Pump It. Shout out to all the bots in here. That is insane, man. That is some funny stuff. All right. All right, guys. Well, it is what it is. SPX getting another dump after I've taken profits, but you know, it is what it is, guys. I'm done for the week. Man, it's been a good week, so I cannot complain. Is Bitcoin going to pump or dump? I don't know. I don't really care. All right, let's do a giveaway, guys. I am going to post a link to a video. All right, and you guys need to comment. You need to comment your Tether address, right? Your Tether address. Let's see here. What video are we gonna comment on? All right. What video are we gonna comment on, guys? Alright, well, we're gonna comment on this one, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna post the URL. You guys are just gonna comment your address. Alright? I'm gonna post it in the YouTube chat. Okay, so everybody, watch. Pay attention. If you want to win, pay attention. In the YouTube chat, right here. Alright? Right over here. Right over here. Okay, I'm gonna post a link and pin it. All right, I'm going to post a link and pin that link. You click on that link and post your ERC20, your Ethereum network tether address. We'll do a random raffle. If you win the raffle, you get it. If you don't post your address, look at me. Because you guys, all right, look at me. If you do not post your address, all right, and I pick your comment, you don't win. If you don't know what an ERC20 address is, come back next time. It's your Ethereum network tether address. I don't know what else to say. Nobody get mad about who wins. People get so dang mad over these competitions. All right? So. Go ahead and click the link, all right? It's pinned right in the YouTube chat, right up here. You can see it on your screen. You can see it on your screen. All right. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to J Graphics. Shout out to Ian Diaz. All right. You guys are awesome. All right, I see the comments coming in. Awesome, you guys are awesome. All right, cool. We got the comments pouring in. All right, we got them pouring in. Cool. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, Bitcoin bouncing right from the golden pocket. Can we look at the 30-minute on Bitcoin? Yeah, we could look at the 30-minute on Bitcoin. It looks bullish, right? It looks bullish. We've got a trigger wave, money flow increasing. But yeah, so technically I would say this, objectively speaking, is bullish in a sense that we got a bullish divergence here at support. We put in a higher low with the trigger wave. Now we're putting in another higher low at the golden pocket with the trigger wave. Yep, I'd say that looks bullish. We could expect a little bit of a move up. All right. So let's see what happens here. Again, major resistance is going to be this high right here. All right, that's going to be major resistance. And pretty much anything in this box is going to be an area where I still am going to be looking for another move to the downside, another short. But we will have to wait and see. All right. All right, is Bitcoin about to pump right now? We're going to see Bitcoin take a pump. We're going to see Bitcoin take a pump. All right. Let's see if we can't pump the Bitcoin price a little bit while we wait for you guys to comment on the video. All right. All right. All right. All right. Guys, we are going to pump the Bitcoin price right now. If anybody doesn't know, this is called the pump song, and it 100% always pumps the Bitcoin price. Alright? So let's see if we can't get a little pump while we wait. Uh-oh. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's go! Here we go, we're gonna pump Bitcoin. Yeah! Here we go, baby. We're about to pump it. We gonna dump? No, we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Yeah! Here we go. Want to see a mosh pit? Walking and trading, screaming and trading, baby. Here we go. We're pumping it. We're gonna break out of this bull flag. We're gonna jump. Now we're gonna pump. We're gonna jump. Now we're gonna pump. We're gonna jump. Now we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Yeah. Alrighty. Sometimes it has a delayed effect, as you guys know. If you follow the channel for any amount of time, you know that it has a little bit of a delay. Alright? But it's all good in the hood. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna break out. Bam! To our next target, baby. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, now we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna dump, now we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, now we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, now we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go, we're pumping, baby. On the 1 minute time frame, we got some blue candles. Woo! Alright, you guys know it has a little bit of a delay. Alright, a little bit of a delay. Yeah, just a little bit of a delay, just a little bit of a delay. Hey, just a little bit of a delay. Hey, what do you say? Just a little delay. Alright, so we're dumping. Alright. But it is what it is, man. Alright? It is what it is. Alright? Now, shout out to everybody who liked the video and left their address, because we're going to give away $1,000 right now. We are going to give away $1,000 right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Alright. How do you win the $1,000 giveaway? You gotta comment on the pinned comment video, man. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty, we are gonna pick a winner. Mr. Future! Mr. Future, shout out to you, bro. You are our winner. Mr. Future is the winner. Shout out to Mr. Future. You just won 1,000 USDT, Mr. Future. Shout out to Mr. Future, the winner. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. How do I feel about my team for Trading Wars? I don't know, man. You know, it's going to be a fun thing going on Trading Wars. It's going to be a fun experience. Here's the thing. We're going to have to force trades. I don't think I'm going to do very well forcing a trade. It's basically a coin flip. We're going to have to flip a coin, right? See, long or short. I don't know what assets to trade. I only trade Bitcoin. I think if we got to win, we're going to have to trade like altcoins. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to go, man. It's going to be fun, though. I'll tell you that. It's going to be fun. Hey, shout out to Carl from the moon, my man. Alright, I'm going to be giving away... We're going to be giving away right now 1,000 USDT to our man. Our man in command. Alright, guys. Shout out to our winner. About to give it away, baby. Alright, we've successfully sent it. Shout out to y'all. Alrighty. Alright, shout out to Mr. Future. Mr. Future, are you in the chat, my friend? If you're in the chat. Oh, here he is. Shout out to Mr. Future. Congratulations, my friend. Shout out to Mr. Future. What is going on, bro? God bless you, man. Whew, man, these giveaways, guys, they are nice. They are nice. Look, here come the people. Here come the people getting all upset, about the dang giveaway. Oh my goodness. Jeez, guys. All right. Guys, I'm going to take a pee. I'll be right back, all right? Then we'll get back into the charts. All right? Alright, y'all, we are back in action. Looks like the pump zone didn't really have the effect that we wanted it to, huh? Woo! Alrighty. Alrighty. Shout out to Debate Crypto. Debate Crypto. Everybody go subscribe to Debate Crypto, because Trading Wars is going to be premiering next Monday on the Debate Crypto channel. So go subscribe. It's going to be a fun time, guys. It's basically, you know, having to force a trade within an hour is a skill in and of itself. Right? We're going to be down to the wire on some of these time frames here, guys. All right? So did I pee out the window? I didn't pee out the window this time because we have my kids have some friends over and they're outside. So, you know, I don't want them to see the fib extension. I don't want them to see it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Where would I trade gold and oil? Yes, I actually do want to trade oil. I do actually want to trade oil because I can't actually take a look at it now because my BingX is not maybe I can. Yeah, you could trade. Oh no, it's taking me back to the dang Bitcoin chart. Okay. Yeah, I do want to trade oil. I want to take a look at oil. Does anyone know the ticker for crude oil? I don't know. I'm a crypto trader. I don't know how to trade oil. Tell me the ticker in the chat, because I think oil is an interesting commodity to be trading right now. Dang it, Bitcoin! Dang it, Bitcoin! All right, looks like we're not gonna pump, guys. We're gonna have to. Now that we're dumping, you know how it goes. We put back on our short trade, right? Whatever Bitcoin's doing is the trades we look at. Whatever it's not doing is the trades we don't look at, all right? We're shooting for the bottom of this range here. All right, that's what we're shooting for. US oil, CL. Yeah, I thought it was CL. I thought it was CL, but when I looked for it, I only saw futures. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. Okay. Man. All right, yeah, let's do some oil analysis, guys, because I think I'm going to be looking for some opportunities. I think the price of oil could start going up. Man, look at what happened here. Do you guys remember this? Man, we will never have an opportunity like that again. It went negative. Do you guys remember that? I don't think we'll ever have an opportunity like that again. Wow. I'll bet you a lot of people retired off of that move. It's insane. It's actually not that insane. There's a lot of cryptos that have done way more than that. Right? Yeah, that is crazy. Alright. Alright. So let's take a look at this here. If oil is going to start to pump, this is the monthly time frame. Let's mark out some key levels of support and resistance. Let's see if we can't look for an interesting buying point on oil here. Man, that was a nice short on oil. CDW of the highs. All right, let's pull out some fibs. Pull out some more fibs here. Wow, that is an insane dump from that wick. All right, let's pull a fib from the not wick. Okay, so I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know anything about oil, all right? I just know how to analyze a chart. That's what I do. All my trades that I take on the stock market and everything are just all based on a chart. I don't know what's going on. I don't care, you know. I'm not a fundamental analysis guy. So there's one thing that I see here that intrigues me quite a bit. It intrigues me quite a bit. Let's go down to the weekly time frame. Man, I like it. I like it. I do like this. All right, so we've got this trend line here, and we're trading now. I'm going to consider this whole thing, including what happened in 2020, as one giant range. All right, we'll take it from the capitulation to now. It is one giant range. All right, an amazing buy opportunity that I see here, like an amazing buy opportunity, would be if the price of oil came down to this zone. Is it gonna happen? I have no idea, guys. I don't know how oil, you know, you always hear, oh, it's $80 a barrel, 100, you know, it could go up. Look, I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about that, right? All I'm gonna say is that based on the chart, we can see that oil respects levels on a chart, right? We see that oil respects levels on a chart. How can we tell? Well, look, we have a support resistance flip right here. All right, back in 1990 it was resistance. It was resistance in 02, support resistance flip. We come back down, bounce from support. We come back down, bounce from support. All right, we have an area of resistance right here. Right, this was our top in 2011. We come back up here 2022. Boom, we reject from it. It clearly respects levels of support and resistance. The laws of technical analysis do apply to oil. Now, we have, right in this green box, between 52 and 57, the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retracement. We have the high volume node of pretty much everything since 2006. So we could even take it from, let's take it from the Great Recession that happened here in 2008, where the price of oil went way high, right? The price of oil went way high. Now we're expecting another recession, right? So, yeah, so beautiful. In my opinion, this is beautiful. Let's pull this. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got the golden pocket retracement. We've got the value area low from the Roni to our present day. We've got a low volume node. And we have a lot of liquidity underneath this trend line, meaning stop losses will get triggered if we take out these lows, right? We've got stop losses under here, stop losses under here. We've got stop losses under here, right to the golden pocket. Could make for a nice area. Okay, I'm not saying I'm literally looking at this chart for the first time in my life, so I'm just telling you my thoughts. All right, guy in a treadmill, not financial advice. Let's put on Market Cipher. Okay, so Market Cipher on the weekly, guys, is also preparing to give us something that is probably, I mean, shocking to look at. All right. If we get we're printing right now a red trigger wave, bearish. If we do something like this, all right, money flow getting higher, momentum waves getting higher, into this golden pocket, value area low. Man, I would really like that. I'm gonna go ahead and set an alert here in case something crazy happens. I don't know. I don't know what could happen. Ooh, wow. Guys, I just found the weirdest squash bug that I've ever seen in my life. It's huge, and it looks like a mutant Nephilim squash bug. Let me see if I can't show it to you. These things smell like cilantro to me. I like squash bugs, so does my son. My son, he's 2. He likes to squish them because they're blue inside. Oh, you can't see because of the green screen. That's so funny. They're like green inside, guys. All right, let me throw them out the window. They smell like cilantro. Right, so you guys like pico de gallo? You like a little pico de gallo? You like a little guacamole? Well, maybe some squash bug will do. Especially if Klaus Schwab had his way. Alright. Smells good. Smells good. Yeah, so I'm going to keep my eye on this oil chart, you know? I'm also going to keep my eyes if we come to like 105. Golden pocket, value area high. We're clearly in an uptrend here. Let's pull out some more local fibs. I'm personally like, I'm not going to be day trading this. So I'm just looking for those major levels. But one could also say that we have a cup and handle forming here. So let's try and predict in the future if we do have a cup and handle here. How would we approach it? Here's how I would approach it. First of all, we wait to come up to the resistance. We're going to grind up here, right? Once we do that, then we just pull the fib from the low to the high. And in a very, very bullish scenario, we would look to come down to our 382 fib. So we would look for something like this. Come down to the 382, and then boom. And then we could trade it like this. I'm just hypothetically, because honestly, with all this stuff going on in the world, guys, and we'd shoot for the highs. That's not a bad setup there, you know. Super what's the word? Hypothetical. Speculative. It's speculative, guys. But yeah, definitely the $55 zone is looking nice to me right now. You know? Alright. Can I do a giveaway of the bug? Shout out to Tony D. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if 6,000 people actually are in here or if it's a bot, man. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, how's Bitcoin? Alright, Bitcoin is doing what Bitcoin does, guys. We are in the range today, baby. We are in the range today. Guys, I took a loss this morning on Bitcoin. That's why my daily realized is only $100. I shorted Bitcoin from... Let me show you. I shorted Bitcoin right here. I took a loss. And the reason I shorted from here is because we had bearish divergences on market cipher B on all the time frames that I was looking for, right? It was, first of all, it was the value area high of the range at the time, right? So we had our range, right? It was the value area high of the range. It was the Fibonacci 786 area right here. Looked like we got a rejection from the 786 right here. We saw bearish divergences right here, right? On the 6-minute, money flow was getting lower. I went for it. Then I was stopped out. Should have waited for the CDW, didn't wait. So I took a loss on it. And then I shorted the CDW. And look at that. Still in profit for the day, baby. That doesn't include all the other trades I've taken. But the reason I tell you about this is because it's inevitably going to happen that you see a trade set up and you take a loss, right? Which is why it's so important to use good risk management and abide by your strategy, right? Good risk management, what does that mean? It means you are only risking half to 1% of your total stack per trade. And it also means, guys, that you know every single trade you enter. Where is your entry? Where is your stop loss gonna be? Right? Where's your entry? Where's your stop loss? Where's your take profits? If you don't have these things planned out in advance, you are not going to know how much to put on a trade. Right? And so losses happen, so we have to do everything we can to make sure that when the losses happen, it is not going to set us back. Right? So yeah, for inverse perpetual, because of that loss, my daily realize is 141. This long trade I've been in for a while. I actually made a lot on this long trade, but today I took a little more profits out. Because it's a Friday, I want to make sure I've got profits. And then, of course, the S&P 500 short. Let's see, what did I do today? Just today. 2, 6, 12, 15. Man, like 2,500 bucks. Trading the S&P and the corn today, baby. That's not bad for a Friday's hard work. But I gave away 1,000, so I made $1,500 today, including a $1,000 giveaway and a losing trade. That's not so bad, man. I'll take it. Praise God. Thank you, Lord. Baruch Hashem. Praise Jesus. Farmers are the future rich in this world. Well, I am a farmer, my friend, so I'm a huge proponent of growing your own food and all that kind of stuff. Alright, shout out to the American show X just sneezed a bunch of mac and cheese. Why don't I comment on this? I have nothing to say, my friend. I have nothing to say about this that I can say on YouTube. Alright? I have nothing to say about this that I can say on YouTube. And I have to be very careful. Right? Because it's a topic that no matter what side you're on, if you say the wrong thing, you will be censored. I have a very nuanced opinion of this situation. And I will say this, people like to oversimplify this situation. They oversimplify it. And as I said at the beginning, when I was talking about war causing volatility, guys, governments in general are evil, alright? They do bad things to their own people. They do bad things to other people. And they do it for power. They do it for money. It is what it is, man. You know, it's a very old, complicated situation. Why would I comment on my TA channel? I have my own views on a lot of things, but I don't think it makes good content for the TA. You know what I'm saying? You could give there's literally like canned, predetermined for you views to take, right? I mean, on both sides, just like everything. Everything's so dang divisive. Everything they want you to pick a side, right? You can't look at anything with nuance or critical thinking. They give you this view, you can have this view, or they give you could have this view. They're diametrically opposed to each other. You have to pick one. The only thing I can say for certain is that I hate war, and it's always sad when humans die, and when humans fight, and I hate the fact that governments and powerful people use innocent people just trying to live their lives as cannon fodder for their stupid agendas, alright, on all sides. Because at the end of the day, most humans are just trying to live their dang life. And it's a small group of people that ruin it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that pisses me off. On all sides. You know? And I'm not just talking about that situation that's going on right now. I mean, like, literally every situation that's happened in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So. What do I think about gold? I don't know. I haven't really looked at gold. But, I'll have to kind of wait and see. If I ever decide to trade it. I think I might. I'm definitely starting to get into other markets. What is a CDW? It's just a liquidity grab. It's just a liquidity grab, that's all. Am I scared for WW3? I don't know if scared's the right word. But, you know, I'm not looking forward to the future in the sense that I do believe things are going to get tough. Especially, well, it doesn't matter. But, yeah, it is a little concerning, you know? Look at this. As soon as I start talking about the situation, bam, everyone drops off the live. That's so interesting. So interesting. That is very interesting, is that not? And I don't know if there were actually that many people in here or not. Who won the giveaway? There were definitely not, well, maybe 6,000 views? Nah. I don't think there were that many people in here. But who knows? Yeah, real one's still here. I think that's about right. It's just so interesting. But, guys, I do actually have to head out. Because I got some things to do. It's a Friday. And, I've got some things to do, but guys, God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May the Lord turn His face towards you and give you wholeness. In Jesus' name, even if you're not religious, man, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. Especially in these times, guys. These are the times that we need to seek God. Because, what else do we have, right? Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Peace.